Okay, I have a picture violation on Quora, so I'm gonna record a video with the text that I got a violation on. I'm reading from Professor Israel Shahak's book, Jewish Fundamentalism in Israel, page 44. You can find it on archive.org. Many non-Haredi rabbis allow an organ of a non-Jew to be transplanted into a body of a Jew in order to save the life of the Jew. They, however, oppose the transplant of an organ from a Jew into the body of a non-Jew. Some important rabbis go much further in discussing and ruling about differences between Jews and non-Jews on medical matters. Rabbi Yitzhak Ginsburg, an influential member of the Chabad movement and the head of a yeshiva near Nablus, for instance, opined in an April 26, 1996 Jewish Week article reproduced in Haaretz the same day. If every single cell in a Jewish body entails divinity and is thus part of God, then every strand of DNA is part of God. Therefore, something is special about Jewish DNA. A comment here, this divinity of the Jewish body and soul is from the Zohar, which is part of the Torah. Rabbi Ginsburg drew two conclusions from this statement. If a Jew needs a liver, can he take the liver of an innocent non-Jew to save him? The Torah would probably permit that. Jewish life has an infinite value. There is something more holy and unique about Jewish life than about non-Jewish life. So the Torah says that the Jew is the purpose of the creation. Everything was created for the Jew. The non-Jew has no purpose on this earth, in this life, than as a servant to the Jew. This was stated by the late Israeli chief Sephardic rabbi of Israel, Rabbi Ovadia Yosef, which is considered one of the greatest authorities in Jewish law. It is noteworthy that Rabbi Ginsburg is one of the authors of a book lauding Baruch Goldstein, the Patriarch's Cave Murder. In the book, Ginsburg contributed a chapter in which he wrote that a Jew killing non-Jews does not constitute murder according to the Jewish religion, and the killing of innocent Arabs for reason of revenge is a Jewish virtue, is a mitzvah. No influential Israeli rabbi has publicly opposed Ginsburg's statements. Most Israeli politicians have remained silent, and some politicians have openly supported him. So, in the criminal religion of Judaism, there is no penalty for murdering a non-Jew. It is forbidden, but there's no punishment in a Beit Din, in a religious court. This is from the Babylonian Talmud, the Sanhedrin. I'm going to show you where you can find it. Go to web archive, archive.org, and you search for commonhere.com. Okay. Here it is. For murder, whether of a Kuthian by a Kuthian. Kuthian is a code word for non-Jew. You can find it in the comments here. For murder, whether of a Kuthian by a Kuthian or of an Israelite by a Kuthian, punishment is incurred. But of a Kuthian by an Israelite, there is no death penalty. How else could that clause have been taught? Could it state forbidden, permitted? Surely it has been taught. And it continues. A Kuthian and a Jewish shepherd of small cattle need neither to be rescued from a pit, nor may they be thrown therein. And this needs comment. Jewish shepherd of small cattle, they are referring to people who reject the Talmud, the so-called Am Haaretz. Another thing, we said that murder is forbidden, but there is no punishment for the Jew if he murders a non-Jew. That a ritual human sacrifice to God is not considered murder. You cannot do it, however, without benediction. And this is in Pesachim 49b. Let me show you. I'm going to pause. Here it is. Pesachim 49b. Rabbi Elazar said, an Am Haaretz, it is permitted to stab him even on the Day of Atonement, which falls on the Sabbath. Said his disciples to him, Master, say to slaughter him ritually? He replied, the ritual slaughter requires benediction. That is a blessing from a group of rabbis, whereas the stabbing does not require benediction. Rabbi Elazar said, one must not join company with an Am Haaretz on the road, because it is said, for that the Torah is thy life, and the length of thy days. Seeing that he has no pity for his own life, how much the more for the life of his companions. Rabbi Samuel ben Nachmani said in Rabbi Yohanan's name, one may tear an Am Haaretz like a fish. Rabbi Samuel ben Isaac said, Rabbi Samuel ben Isaac, and this means along his back. So also the 5 books of Moses contain information about ritual human sacrifice. In Leviticus, 3rd book of Moses, last chapter. Let me show you. Leviticus chapter 27. But nothing that a person, sorry, but nothing that a person owns and devotes to the Lord, whether a human being or an animal or family land, may be sold or redeemed. Everything so devoted is most holy to the Lord. No person devoted to destruction may be ransomed. They are to be put to death. So this proves that ritual slaughter of Am Haaretz, Jews who reject the Talmud, as well as non-Jews, is permitted through benediction. Plain murder is forbidden, but there is no punishment for it. Yes, that was all.